Hello again, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a follow-up on my previous try-on video for Mooslover. I just want to go a little bit more into my experience both with their customer service as well as the one item I did end up keeping. So as I had stated a couple times in my try-on video, I really didn't like a lot of the items and fully planned on returning them. The bra was especially bad. That didn't fit me at all. It provided zero support, and beyond that, it really didn't provide enough coverage to be appropriate for wearing to the gym, in my opinion, or really outside of my house. The orange pants were way more see-through than I was comfortable with, and the pink pair of pants was just, I didn't find them to be particularly flattering on my body. The dress was much tighter than I was comfortable with, and the romper was really cute and it fit okay, but for myself it's just not something I see myself wearing, so I didn't feel the need to keep something that I'm really not going to use and it's just going to take up space in my closet. The one item I did end up keeping was the pair of black leggings. Now, my experience with customer service, I do not know if this is typical, but it wasn't great. So I did initially reach out through the chat that they have on their website in order to begin my return. There's no way on the website, there's no button to click that says begin a return or anything like that. You have to reach out to them. And it was very back and forth and inconsistent in the information I was getting. The chat tells me to send an email to this email address. The email address tells me to begin my return via the chat. The first email that I sent you, which was the email address I got from their website, sent me back a failure to send email, whatever, when you try to send an email through Gmail and it kicks back as not a real email address. That was not particularly encouraging. I was worried at that point that perhaps I had been entirely scammed. Then I finally get through to the correct email address, and my experience with this email address was very obnoxious. It was very obvious that I talked to multiple people, but in addition to that, every time I sent an email, even a response to something they had said to me, I get an automatic email from their system telling me that if I would like to return something, I need X information. So that's very obnoxious. It makes it very difficult to sort through the emails. Gives me, I think I ended up with 24 emails back and forth. I think that does include the ones that I sent, but in total 24 emails to try and get this return sorted out. At first they tried to offer me like a discount or partial return if I keep the items. I don't want to keep items that I'm not going to use. I don't know what the chances are that I'm going to be able to use something like Poshmark to resell them. Donating them means that I'm losing out on money. I think it was something like 20% refund for me to keep the items, but I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to be able to resell them, and donating is great, but I want my money back. I'm not rich, I'm not sponsored by or affiliated with any of the brands that I review, so I'm not getting any money out of it. I'm spending all of this money out of pocket, and I personally in this economy cannot afford to just be throwing away money on clothing that I cannot use. So then finally got through to them. I didn't want to keep the items, and I really didn't want to do an exchange because I didn't have a great experience at this point, and I didn't want to go through it again. And I would like to review a different brand for my next video, so it wasn't even something like, oh, I'll get additional content out of this. So finally got through that I wanted to do the refund. Then they do have a restocking fee. They told me that they would refund me the shipping fee. I still haven't actually gotten my refund yet. This was when I finally put the item in the mail and got everything sorted out, was about a week ago. So as of tomorrow, it'll be 1 week from when the postal service said the item will get there. So I did reach out to them again today to see what the status of my return is, because if USPS is telling me it'll be there on Thursday, tracking says that it's there. I'm wanting to know what's taking so long for them to process the return. There was also an issue with, and I do not know if this is lack of communication. You could tell from the emails that the person I was speaking to probably doesn't speak English as their native language. It was okay to be able to understand them, but there was definitely some confusion and some strange wording that led me to think that this is not their native tongue. So I don't know if it was just communication lost in translation, or their reps do not all have the same information. Initially, they asked me how I would like my refund, and I had said I would like it refunded to the same card that I paid for, which I did end up using. I used PayPal, so if it becomes a bigger issue, I think I'll have a little bit more recourse going through PayPal, getting at least some of my money back. I don't know yet. And I had said that I wanted it refunded to the card that I paid. They said okay. They didn't say anything to that. I got the next email saying that for my troubles, they would be refunding my shipping fee in addition to my return to the gift card. I said, to clarify, I do not want a gift card. I want it refunded to my actual credit card. They said they understood. Then a few emails later, once again, they bring up the gift card. I said, I don't want a gift card. I want it back on my credit card. At that point, they tell me, sorry, our system is only set up to do refunds via gift card, which I thought was very strange. It's 2024. You're really gonna tell me that you can't refund somebody's credit card in this day and age? And I wouldn't say I went off, but I did go a little Karen. I said, if that is the case, you really need to be putting that clearly on your website, because it wasn't. I did check. Their return policy on their website is a little bit vague. They don't talk about fees or anything like that. They just say, reach out to us and we'll let you know the next steps for your return. So that information is not on the website, and I feel like that is something that is critical for people to know before they make the purchase, especially, I would say, especially for plus size people. We really have to try clothes on to know whether or not they're going to fit for us. And for women's clothes in general, sizing charts can really vary across different brands and sometimes within the same brand. So you have to be able to, when you're ordering online, to be able to try on the clothes and return what doesn't work. I don't want to spend a couple $100s trying on clothes with the knowledge, the idea that I'm going to be able to return what I don't want, only to find out that no, actually, you can only get a gift card to shop at our place, especially if it turns out that you have a bad experience, kind of like I did, where you don't want to purchase from them again. So then I get my return settled at the postal office, get it sent out. They say they're going to, for my troubles, they're also going to refund me the shipping fee and add a little bit extra on top of that. Just to let them know the warehouse that I was going to be sending it to, because they give you a couple different options for mailing it back. Thankfully, the warehouse, there's 2 warehouses, I think, in the United States that you can send it back to, so I'm not having to pay for international shipping or anything like that, so that was a bit of a relief. And to provide them the tracking information and what courier you were using. So I did all that, and then they say, your refund will be in your bank 1 to 3 business days, depending on your bank. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to say something that I thought you were giving me a gift card, and they would take that to mean, oh, this person wants a gift card. I don't want a gift card. So I was just relieved and hopeful that it is indeed going to refund to my bank account, and they're not going to end up crediting me store credit or something like that on the website. So jury's still out on that. I'll have to figure out what's going to happen with that. So performance-wise, I do want to talk about the performance of the one item that I did keep. So the black leggings were a pair of seamless leggings. They did have a scrunch butt style. no pockets, and they performed decent. They had really great compression. I was very happy with the shaping that these pants gave me. The scrunch was as uncomfortable as any other scrunches, but it did make my butt look nice, so there's that. They were a little on the warmer side. They didn't breathe a whole lot, but so I would say these would be a great pair of leggings to wear during winter months, but might be a little stifling to wear during the summer. They did flex with my body very well. Like, I felt comfortable when wearing them. I felt supported and all that. They didn't roll down really at the waist any more than I don't expect any pair of leggings to not roll down at all. I think that's unrealistic to expect them all to stay exactly where I have them when I put them on, and to, like, unless I'm taping them down or something like that. They also didn't like slide down where I'm having to constantly hike them up at my ankles. I thought they were a pretty good length. I am on the shorter side at 5'3", so they weren't like super long on me. And other than that, they were a decent pair of leggings. Again, it's not a brand that I'm likely to order from again anytime soon, because I didn't like the experience that I had with the customer service. I don't like people making it difficult for me to get my money back. I don't like dealing with customer service reps that don't all have the same information to adhere to, so I probably wouldn't encourage somebody to purchase from them unless they know for certain that they're going to like the items that they're buying. Somebody who may fit a little bit more into what they model their clothes to fit might have a little easier of a time ordering from them and not having to worry about returns. But if you're somebody that you know you need to try clothes on and will have to be able to return them, it's not a brand I'm going to recommend, because they make it way too hard to get that refund. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you'd like to see more of my content, please support me, leave a like, comment, let YouTube know that you liked this content so they can recommend me to other people. If you would like to subscribe so you can get alerts when I post videos. I don't have a super regular posting schedule because, again, I am reliant on my own funds to be able to buy everything, so it doesn't let me post as regularly as some bigger content creators, but I do try to post once or twice a month. If you would like to provide additional support, I do have a Patreon linked. I only have the first tier. It's not big. I don't have enough extra content or any kind of rewards to be able to offer, unfortunately. Not yet anyway, maybe one day. But thank you again for watching. Have a great day.